Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Genestealer Cult, as you can tell by the blips, and Max's Iron Hands. So the story that we've got going on here is that a Forge world found itself in the throes of a Genestealer Cult uprising, causing mayhem and keeping them from meeting the quota that they had meant to hit. So the Adeptus Mechanicus called in one of their favors with the Iron Hands to come help them purge this planet of the Xenos threat and help them get back in track and get their machines and all their manufactorums back into operating order. And the Iron Hands were more than happy to oblige to help their fellow brethren there with their problem. So that's the story that we've got going on. We are actually going to be doing an ITC battle. So we are going to be doing what is the one called? Mission number 4. Essentially, we placed objectives on the table. So there's going to be 1, 2. There's one back over here, 3, one over here, 4, and then one back in here, 5. Essentially, there's one placed in the dead center. We then alternated placing one anywhere on the table, and then we had to place one in our opponent's deployment zone. So, with what? And then, it's what's yours is mine is the name of the mission. Thank you. So my opponent remembered. I did not. I knew which number it was. I just couldn't remember which mission it was. There we go. Essentially, we have... it's the same irregular ITC mission rules. So you've got if you control an objective on your turn, you score a point. If you kill a unit on your turn, you score a point. If you end up with if you kill more during the player round, the turn round, you score a point. If you kill more or hold more and then kill more at the end of each battle round, you get an extra point. The bonus point is at the end of your turn, if you control both the objectives that you placed on the board, you get an additional point. So all the ones with the fill face on them are the ones that I placed. My opponent placed the number 2s because he went second. So that's the way we placed it there. We also have secondary objectives that we chose. So my opponent chose Headhunter. He chose the Reaper and Old School. I chose Recon, Behind Enemy Lines, and Big Game Hunter for obvious reasons for both of us. So those are going to be that's going to be the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Genestealer Cult, I'll be running a Brigade Detachment and a Battalion Detachment. Leading off the Brigade Detachment, we have a Patriarch, a Magus, and a Primus. We have 6 Brood Brothers squads. One of the squads has 2 flamers. The rest of the squads have a grenade launcher. We have 3 armored sentinels with 2 las cannons and 1 with a missile launcher and a chainsword. We have 3 heavy weapons teams with mortars. We have a Kellermorph, a Sanctus, and a Clamavis. We have a 7-man Aberrant squad with hammers. Then for the Battalion Detachment, we have a Patriarch and an Acolyte Icon Ward. We have a 2nd Sanctus, we have a Nexos, a 2nd Clamavis, and a 2nd Kellermorph. And last but not least, we have 3 Acolyte squads, 1 10-man with hand flamers, 1 6-man bare bones, and then 1 20-man squad with 5 heavy rock saws and an icon. And for the Iron Hands, he'll be running a Battalion Detachment, a Spearhead Detachment, and a Vanguard Detachment. Leading off the Battalion Detachment, we have a Tech Marine with a Power Axe and a Primaris Lieutenant. We have 2 5-man tactical squads with grav cannons and a 5-man scout squad. The sergeant has a sniper rifle. We have an Eliminator squad. Then for the Spearhead Detachment, we have a Phobos Librarian and a Tech Marine. We have 3 Mortis Contemptor Dreadnoughts, 2 with Karis Assault Cannons, and 1 with Twin Las Cannons. And then for the Vanguard Detachment, leading off, we have a Tech Marine. We have 3 Contemptor Dreadnoughts, 2 with Karis Assault Cannons, 1 with a Multi-Melta. We have a Relic Contemptor Dreadnought with a Karis Assault Cannon and Chain Fist. And last but not least, we have 2 Dorado Dreadnoughts. All right, so going over deployment here, I have everything under blips or underground right now, so nothing to really show you on the Genestealer Cult side. But over here for the Iron Hands, we have his Eliminators up on this position here, forward positioning themselves more than 9 inches away from my deployment zone, which is pretty good. He's got one of his tactical squads up over here. We've got a Mortis Dread over here. We got another Mortis Dread back over here. We've got one of his Tech Marines along with the Lieutenant over here. We've got the 2 Dorados over here. We've got the Relic Contemptor. We've got a regular Contemptor. We then have another one of his Tech Marines. That's going to be his Warlord over there. And then we have the Phobos Librarian. We have the Scout Squad up front here. We've got one more of the Mortis Dreads over here, another regular Contemptor over there, along with his 3rd Tech Marine. We've got another regular Contemptor back over here, and we have a squad of the Tactical Marines back over here. So, as of right now, Genestealer Cult will be going first, unless my opponent can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. No, does not get it, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 1. All right, so I did do my deployment exposed where everything was in the blips, but and I'm about to do my movement phase, but when this guy got deployed down there, he is going to use the perfect ambush, allowing him to shoot when he comes out of the cult ambush there. So he is going to use it to shoot into his Forge Father down here. So he spent the CP to increase him to a Forge Father, giving him all sorts of fun, fancy stuff. But he's going to get his shot there. He does have the weapon. He's got the what's it called? The Gift from Beyond, which gives him +2 to his to the wound roll for this. But he still has to hit, so he's going to be hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on Strength 4, Toughness 4.
Toughness 5.
He's Toughness 5, so it would be wounding on 5s, but because he's got +2, I'm going to be wounding on 3s, and this is going to be wounding on 3s, but doing a mortal wound on a 4+ because it's +2. So that's going to be a mortal wound and a wound. It's AP, I think, nothing. 1 second, let me double check that. All right, so it's AP -1, so he's going to have a 3-up save.
Nice, I like it. That's cool.
No, does not go through, so it's going to be D3 D3 wounds. So he does have 1 mortal wound already, and now it's going to be D3 wounds. D3 damage, I should say. With 3 damage with that fill phase, so he's going to take 4 damage total here. That would kill him if he fails all these, because he's got the... what's it, a 6-up? 6-up, feel no pain here. Oh, he does make 1, so he is still alive. All right, movement phase for my Genestealer Cult here on turn 1. Everyone stood still where they popped up from their objectives, except for this squad of Brood Brothers who went and hid behind this little cooling tower over here, or whatever, container tower there. Try to get a little bit of blocking line of sight over there. But that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase because my Psychers are all still in underground.
I have not seen it.
All right, so we're going to start it off with having my Sanctus here take a second shot into his Forge Father over there. He did pretty good the first time, so we'll see how he does the second time. So again, he's going to be hitting on a 2. That is a hit. Again, wounding on a 3, but a 4+ will do a mortal wound. That is going to be a mortal wound, plus he has to make an armor save here. So we have a 3-up armor save. He does make that one. So now we have a 6-up feel no pain for that mortal wound. No, he doesn't get it. Gonna spend a CP to reroll that because he is important to him. No, still doesn't make it. So that is going to be Slay the Warlord and First Blood. And nobody cares except for the fact that I gotta kill first turn. ITC, yeah. My mortar squad over here is going to fire into his scout squad. 3d6 shots. So he's gonna have 9, 10, 11, 12 shots. All right, so these are going to be hitting on 4s. Alrighty, then that was not half. And then strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing on your scouts there, so they're going to have a 3-up save since they are in cover. And makes them both. And now my next mortar squad is going to do the same thing. They're going to have 11 shots, hitting on 4s.
What did my poor scouts do to me?
The scouts did not have power armor. That's what they did to me. Wounded on 4s. That is going to be 3 wounds there. And these are again going to be 3-up saves because of cover. Failing one of them. Feel no pain because Iron Hands? No, he felt that. And then the third squad is going to do the same thing into him over here. That's going to be 12 shots for these guys. Again, hitting on 4s. Oh boy, that is, again, 2 hits. Wounded on 4s. Again, no wounds. All right, so all 3 of my armored sentinels can see his Dubra over here. He put the ironstone on this guy over here, but I'm going to fire into that guy over there. So we're going to do the 2 las cannon ones together, just because, I mean, they're definitely, I can't kill him with one, so I'm definitely going to just fire both. So we'll go with the first squad, the 2 las cannon shots here, hitting on 4s. That is going to be a no hits from them. And then the missile launcher is going to fire as well. That is also not a hit. And then I've got my sniper bro over here, the second Sanctus. He's going to fire into the eliminators. He's fine. He's just going to use it into them anyway. So here we go. So he's going to have the first shot here. This is going to be hitting on a 2. That is a hit. Wounding on strength 4, toughness 4. So wounding on a 4, 6 is due a mortal wound. That's their 4, so it's just a regular wound. AP -1, but +2 to their armor save because of the camo cloaks. So it's going to be looking for a 2-up save. And he's good. All right, so that's going to be it for the Genestealer Cult turn here on turn 1. I did kill something, and I do hold something. So I get 2 points for that, but I did not get any of my secondaries. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Iron Hands here on turn 1. Movement phase here for the Iron Hands on turn 1. His tactical squad stayed still, as did his Contemptor Dreadnought back over here, as did his Mortis Dreadnought over here. These guys all moved up the board a bit up this way. The Eliminators stayed still, as did his Scouts. His Contemptor over here moved up the board, as did his Mortis Contemptor here, and his Contemptor here, and his Contemptor here. But his Librarian advanced up to stay behind him. This Tech Marine advanced to stay up behind him. And that is, and this squad of tactical squad stayed still back over here on the objective. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. JK, there's nothing that he can cast that's worth it right now. So we're going to go with his, we're going to start with the Mortis Dreadnought here, the Contemptor, who's going to fire his twin las cannons into my armored sentinel over here. So he's going to have 4 shots. Because he's Iron Hands, he ignores the penalty for moving with the heavy weapon. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. That's going to be 3 hits. Oh, rerolling 1s for
Iron Hands.
Oh, because of Iron Hands. Oh, Broody. There we go. So that's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be strength 9, so looking for 3s to wound.
Rerolling wounds?
Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant, but no need to. That is going to be 4 hits. I do get cover, but because it is the Devastator Doctrine, it is -4, so I'm looking for a 6-up save regardless. So show me those fill faces. I get 2 fill faces, so we've got 2 D6 damage going into here. That is enough to kill him, though. And he doesn't explode, but I don't think he was close enough anyway. But whatever, he did. All right, so his Dorado is now going to fire into this armored sentinel over here with the missile launcher. So we're going to go with the main guns first. So these are going to be 8 shots with them. Again, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So
I feel you have to declare that before you
reroll those 1, that 1 into a hit. So that's going to be all hits. These are going to be strength, what is it again? 8. So looking for 3s to wound.
I glued those doors shut because I don't want anything inside of it.
Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wound. Oh, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Oh, dang, forgot about that. Pretty good. So that's going to be 5 wounds. These are going to be AP -2, so -3, or
it's -1.
It's -1, but becomes -2 because of that. So he is going to be looking for a 4-up save because of cover. But failed 2 of them. So it's going to be what?
2 damage.
2 damage apiece. So he takes 4 damage, down to 2. And that's why we got the heavy bolters coming in over here. These are going to be hitting again on 2s. That's going to be 4 hits, rerolling 1s. That's going to be all hits there. So these are going to be strength 5. So looking for a 5 to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds.
Rerolling 1s?
Oh, rerolling 1s. Forgot about that because of the lieutenant. 3 wounds. So we got 3 wounds here. AP -2 because of that. So again, 4 ups. Making 2 of them. So he's down to 1 wound. So now his Mortis Dread, not Mortis, his Contemptor Dread over here is going to fire his Multi-Melta into the guy over here who's wounded, and he's going to fire the Combi Bolter into my Brood Brothers. So let's start with the Multi-Melta first. Again, hitting on a 2, re-rolling 1s. That's going to be a hit. Strength 8, 3s to wound. That is a wound. AP just goes straight through, so he is dead because it's AP minus 5. Save with cover does not make a difference. And the Combi Bolter. That is going to be reroll. Oh, not 1 because it's a Combi Bolter, not a heavy weapon. Yeah. So that's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing. So looking for 4-up saves because they are in cover. Failed both. And now his Dorado over here is going to fire into my last Armored Sentinel over here. So we're going to go with the 8 shots from his main gun first. These are going to be hitting on 2s again. Reroll those 1s. Alrighty, so all but 1 hit. These are now going to be strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound.
So next up, we're going to fire the Centurions.
That is not rerolling 2s, so it's going to be 4 wounds there. AP minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine. Not getting the benefit of cover there, so 5-up saves. Getting 2 saves, so that's going to be 4 damage. So again, down to 2 wounds. Then we got the Heavy Bolters coming in. All right, re-rolling 1. That's going to be all hits. These are going to be, again, looking for strength 5, right? Yep. So looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2. Oh, and I failed them both, so he is dead. And now this Mortis Contemptor Dreadnought is going to fire into my Acolytes over here. He's going to have 2 Karis Assault Cannons, so 12 shots here, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling 1. All right, good to go. These are going to be strength 6, toughness 3, so looking for 2s to wound. Strength 7, so still 2s to wound. All right, so it's going to be all but 1. AP...
minus 1 and 2 for Devastator Doctrine.
Minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine, which means that they don't get any saves. They are just dead. And then this Contemptor Dreadnought over here is going to fire into my Brood Brothers over here. So we're going to go with the the Karis Assault Cannon first. That's going to be all hits there. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be all but 1, so that's going to be 5 wounds. AP minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine, plus 1 because they are in cover, so it's going to be looking for a 6-up save. Making 1 of them, so 4 dead. And the Combi Bolter, that's going to be 3 hits, wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing, so 4-up saves. Making them both. Woo! Relic Contemptor is now going to fire into my Brood Brothers over here. So he's got his Karis Assault Cannon, so we're going to go hitting on 2s. Getting 2 1s, but he gets to re-roll them. All right, that's going to be all hits there. These are going to be strength 7, so again, 2s to wound. Re-rolling 1s. Oh, no, he's out of range of that guy. So it's going to be 5 wounds over there. AP minus 2, plus 1 because they're in cover. 6-up saves. Make 1, but I still think that's enough to kill the squad. And now his Eliminators here are going to fire into my Sanctus up over here. So he's going to have 3 shots. He's going to be using the Mortis rounds. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of Iron Hands, because they're heavy. That's going to be all 3 hits here. These are going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus, one's going to do a mortal wound because that's 6. And then 2 AP minus what?
2.
AP minus 2, but he gets plus 2 because of the Devastator Doctrine. He gets plus 2 because of his camo cloak there. So he is going to have a 5-up save here. Come on, baby. Making 1, failing 1. Oh, man. He could die. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Oh, do not make it, but do I get the CP back? No, still don't get the CP back there. So, D3 damage to him. 1 damage, so I will be...
I'll spend a CP.
Oh, I'm going to spend a CP on that? Okay. Into 1 damage. I got a t-shirt for that, re-rolling 1s into 1s. You might need to get it. I think everyone does. And then his scouts here are in range over here, so we're going to have, they didn't move, so they got the better bolter rule, but we've got a sniper rifle and we've got bolter. So we'll do the sniper rifle for the sergeant first. That is not a hit, but it is a heavy weapon, so he does get to re-roll it. No, still not a hit there. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 guys, so 6 shots with the bolters hitting on 3s. It's all but 1 hit. And then these are going to be 5, looking for 3s to wound. Strength 4, toughness 3. All right, so there's going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds. 3 plus 2 because of that, so 3 up armors, 3 up saves. And I make them all. All right, and that's going to be it for turn 1 for the Iron Hands. He did get first strike for old school, so he does get the point for that. He also killed something, and he does hold something for his turn, getting points for that. He also killed more than I did because he killed more than 1. He killed 5 units actually in the end there. So he got kill more. He also holds more. He holds 2. I only currently hold 1. So that is going to be it for the Iron Hands turn there. We will come back to you after a movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 2. Everything that was on the board already stayed still, so all 3 of the heavy weapons teams, my 2 Sanctuses, I'm gonna go with Sancti because that sounds funnier, and my Nexos all stood still, but then the Genestealer Cult ambush occurs. So over here we have a Magus with a 10-man Brood Brother squad dropping in over here. We've got a Patriarch along with a 10-man Brood Brother squad. We've got a Primus. We've got the Clamavis, and we have the cult icon, the Icon Ward over here. We've got a Keller Morph in the back over here. We've got my other Patriarch with another 10-man Brood Brother squad. Over here, I placed my 10-man squad with the Hand Flamers outside of 3 inches of his dude bros over here. These guys, perfect ambush, moved up, got 5 inches closer over here. And my Aberrants dropped over here with the other Clamavis back here. I still have another Kellamorph, and I have 2 more Brood Brother squads in Deep Strike right now. So, that is going to be it for the movement phase. But when these guys dropped over here, my opponent spent 2 CP for Auspex Scan to allow these guys to now fire into my Dude Bros. So we'll come back to you with that. All right, so we've got 1 Grav Cannon, and we've got 3 bolters and 1 bolt pistol. So we're going to go with the Grav Cannon first, hitting on 4s because it's -1 because of Auspex Scan. All right. We're getting to reroll the 1s, though, because it is a heavy weapon, and he's still in Devastator's Doctrine there. All right, so it's going to be 1 hit there. Strength 5, right? So it's going to be wounding on a 3. Ooh, not meant to be on that one. And then we've got the bolters coming in here. So we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 7 shots from them, hitting on 4s. Okay, so we got 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing. They're in cover over here, so 4 up saves. Made 1, failed 1. All right, so we're going to start off the psychic phase here with my Magus casting Mass Hypnosis into his Dorado over here. So looking for a 7 for that to go off. That is going to go off with a 7. And now my Patriarch is going to cast Might from Beyond onto my Acolytes over here. That will go off with an 8. And my Patriarch over here is going to cast Mental Onslaught onto his Contemptor, Mortis Contemptor over here. That will go off on an 11. So now it is going to be a roll-off with leadership. So what's his leadership? 1 second, we'll find that out. All right, so I'm leadership 10. My opponent's leadership is 8. So now we have a roll-off on this one. So, first one, 4 and a 6. So he did tie me on that one because he got the 2. So technically on the first one, rolling the 6 doesn't auto-stop it, but he did get 2 more than me, which means that he does stop it anyway. Pretty good. Into the shooting phase, we're going to start with my Kellamorph here into his tactical squad. So I'm going to have 6 shots here hitting on 2s. That is going to be all but 1 hit. So now these are going to be, again, 5 more shots hitting on 2s. That is all hits there. These are going to be strength 4, toughness 4, looking for 4s to wound. That's pretty good right there. I'll take that. So that's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds at AP -1. All right, so 9 3-up saves, AP -1, +1 because of cover. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 that go through. Those are going to be 2 damage apiece, so they're feel no pain. You got to do it one at a time here. So the first one, nope, that's going to be a dead guy. And then we've got 2 is a dead guy, and 3 is a dead guy. So that's going to be 3 dead guys. All right, so now we have my Sanctus with the gift from beyond is going to fire into his Phobos Librarian. He does have the Gorgon's Chain, so he's going to have a 4-up invul save and -1 to range damage. So we're going to go with the shot here, hitting on a 2. That's not a hit. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that into a hit. So then he's going to have +2 to the wound, strength 4, toughness 4. So it would be 4s to wound, but now it's going to be 2s to wound, 4s do a mortal wound. So that's going to be a mortal wound, plus he has an AP -1 save. So he's going to have a 3-up save to make over here. So we have, so 3-up save, because it's, 4-up save, because it's AP -1. That's right. So 4-up save. He does make that one. So he takes the 1 mortal wound, though. So he has a 6-up, feel no pain. No, he's going to suffer that pain, which does mean because he's a psyker, he suffers Perils of the Warp. So he's going to take D3 mortal wounds, but you have to do the D3 yourself because it's you suffering Perils of the Warp. So you could reroll it. Oh, he's going to take 3 mortal wounds. So it's going to be 3 mortal wounds. Are you going to use the CP? Or he's going to spend his CP to reroll it. That's why, because he suffered Perils of the Warp. Into a 1. So that's well played. Well played on that one. So, but he does have a 6-up, feel no pain. No, he does feel that one, so he does take 2 wounds. All right, so my mortar squad over there is going to fire into his scout squad with going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. Hitting on 4s as the mortars just keep raining down onto those poor scouts over there. These are going to be, again, wounding on 4s, strength 4, toughness 4. So that is going to be 2 wounds at AP nothing, so it's going to be 2 3-up saves. Makes them both. Second squad of mortars going to be doing the same exact thing. That's going to be, again, 7, 8, 9 shots. Hitting on 4s. Not the greatest. In fact, close to the worst. Wounding on 4s. And getting 1 wound. 1 3-up save because of cover over there. Good to go. And the third squad, going to try the same thing. I want to kill at least a scout, right? At least a scout after all this. So that's going to be, again, 9 shots. Consistent with these 9 shots here on 4s. But also pretty consistent with not... Well, that was not bad. That one's not bad. I'll take that one. And then wounded on 4s. Okay, 3 wounds. There we go. These guys did better than their brethren over there. 3 3-ups. And he makes all of those too. Well done. So this Sanctus over here is going to fire into his eliminators up here because they're the only ones that he can reach. 1 shot hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. No mortal wound there, but this is going to be AP -1.
Okay.
Because of their cloaks, they're going to have their AP +2 to their save, so it's going to be looking for a 2-up save. You're good. So now my Brood Brothers here are going to fire into his tactical marines. We'll go with the crack grenade first. That is not going to be a hit. And then 8 shots from the las guns. Hitting on 4s. That's going to be 3 hits. 5s to wound. Nothing. And then these Brood Brothers here are going to fire into them as well. We're going to the crack grenade. That is a hit. That is not a wound, though. And then we got the 8 shots from the las guns. Okay, so we got 3 hits. We do get 1 wound there. 2-up armor save because they are in cover over there. Good to go. And now my Hand Flamer bros here are going to fire into his squad over here. There's only 9 guys left since he killed 1 with the Auspex scan. These are going to be D6 auto hits. Pretty good. So that's going to be 30 hits that get into them there. So these are going to be wounding on 5s. We'll come back to that. So that is going to be 13 wounds into them over here. So we have 2-up armor saves because they are in cover. Failing through 4 of them. So 4 will be dead. 6-up feel no pain. I keep forgetting about the Iron Hands. Oh, he makes 2 of them, so only 2 will be dead. And now my 20-man squad here is going to fire their auto pistols into his dude bros up over here, into his scouts. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. And then wounded on 5s. All right, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds into them there. All right, 3-up saves because of the cover over there. And he makes them all.
Everyone else on the field.
And then my Brood Brothers here are going to fire into the scouts too. They got to die somehow, right? I'm thinking that's going to be hit with the crack grenade. That is going to be a wound with the crack grenade. So they've got AP -1, so they've got a 4-up save. No! So that's going to kill one scout. D3 damage. I forgot about his feel no pain. So 2 damage over here. So we got 2. Feel no pains. No, he will be dead. N8 las gun shots. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. Get back here. That's going to be 2 wounds. Got 2. 3-up saves because they are in cover. Makes them both. Now into the assault phase. This 20-man blob is going to charge into his Contemptor here, his Dorado here, and his Dorado here, and the Tech Marine down here. So all 4 units they're going to charge into. He can't fire Overwatch because of mass hypnosis, but everyone else of these 3 can. So we're going to start with the Contemptor over here with his Carious Assault Cannon, hitting on 6s.
5s.
Hitting on 5s? Oh, they got
Iron Hands.
Iron Hands a 5-up. Oh, man. Hitting on 5s. So that's going to be 2 hits, rerolling 1s. So that's going to be 3 hits. Pretty good. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 ones. Nope, he's out of range for the Contemptor. So that's going to be 2 at AP minus 2, right? Yep. So that's going to be 2 dead guys. Although I get a feel no pain because of the Icon Ward there. 6 ups. Nope, I'm going to be losing 2 guys there. So then we've got the Combi Bolter over here. 1 hit there. Whoop. That is not a wound, though. And now the Dorado is going to fire his main guns here. That is going to be 2 hits so far. Oh, 3 hits so far with that 5. Again, wounding on 2s. All right, so that's going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 2 again, right?
2 damage.
2 damage apiece. So we're going to go 1 at a time here. The first one. Nope, that's going to be a dead guy. That's a dead guy. And that's a dead guy. And the heavy bolters. That's going to be 3 hits there. Rerolling the 1s because that's heavy weapon into another hit. So that's 4 hits. Strength 5, so 3s to wound on these ones. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2. So it's going to be AP minus 2 because of Devastator Doctrine. So 6 up, feel no pains. Make 1 of them, so 1 more dead. And the Tech Marine doesn't get a hit. All right, so now they're going to charge in here. They've got a 4-inch charge after the 5 inches they got to move up from Perfect Ambush here, and they get to re-roll this because of the Acolyte Icon Ward over there. I made this the Deliverance Brood Surge attachment and made him the Field Marshal. So here we go, looking for that. Oh yes, a 10-inch charge will definitely get in. And then my Patriarch over here is going to charge into his Contemptor over here. He has the Amulet of the Voidworm, so he cannot fire Overwatch on him. He has a 9-inch charge, does not make it. And now my Aberrants are going to charge into his Contemptor Dread over here. He is going to fire Overwatch because they don't get anything special to prevent it. These are going to be carries Assault Cannon. All right, rerolling 1. Oh wait, not meant to be, but that's still 2 hits there. Strength 6. Toughness 4, so they're looking for
Strength 7.
Strength 7, toughness 4, so still 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP
minus 2 with Devastator.
Minus 2 with Devastator Doctrine, so that's going to go through. What is the damage on those?
1 each.
1 each. So they do get their 5-up, feel no pain. And make 1 of those, so 1 takes a wound. And then we've got the Combi Bolter here. That is going to be 1 hit. That is not a wound. So they have the Clamavis over here. They are Twisted Helix, so they are going to need an 8-inch charge to get in over here. That is not going to go in. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll this one. Into an 3, so that is going to be 8 inches. They're in. All right, we're going to start with my my Acolyte squad here into his Dude Bros over here. So we're going to start with my Rock Saws. They're all going to go into this Dorado over here. He's got the Ironstone on him, the choice because of that he was given from the Tech Marine there. So he's going to be -1 to all damage done to him. So the Rock Saws are only going to be doing 1 damage, but there's 15 attacks from them now with the Might from Beyond, which is pretty good. So they're going to be hitting on 2s though because of the Primus. Rerolling 1s because of the icon in the squad there. So that's going to be all hits. These are going to be strength 10 because they get +1 strength and then ×2 because of the Rock Saws. And I know you're all going to say like that you multiply first and then add, but the way GW has said you do it is that you figure out the strength characteristic and then you figure out the weapons, what they do to it. So figuring out the strength characteristic, they become strength 5 because of the Might from Beyond, and then it's ×2 with the Rock Saw there. So strength 10, these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, missing 3 of them, so that's going to be 12 wounds into him over here. These are going to be AP -4. Oh no, AP -4? Yeah, I think so. 1 second. Yeah, it was AP -4, but he does have a 4-up invul save against close combat over here. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds into him over there. And these are going to be looking for 6-up feel no pains because it's only 1 damage apiece since he has the Ironstone on him. Making 1 of them, so he takes 5 damage. And then my icon guy here is going to go into his Tech Marine. So he's got 3 attacks with his Rending Claw because of the power, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself. That's going to be all hits. These are going to be wounding on strength 5, so wounding on 3s. All right, so it's going to be all wounds. That 6, though, is going to be AP -4. So that's going to go through your armor, right? You got a 6-up? Oh, 2-up armor, that's right. So 1 6-up, and we have 2 that are going to be 3-ups. So we have 2 3-ups. Let's do those ones. Making both of those, and then 1 6-up. That's kind of cocked. Roll that again. Nope, so that's going to go through, but they got a 6-up, feel no pain. He's good with that. And then I've got the Cultist Knife attack. Is a hit. Is a wound. Just has a 2-up armor save. Yeah, he's good. And then 3 guys are going to go into his Dorado over here. These are the ones with their Rending Claws, including my leader. So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. All right, that's all hits. These are strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Those 6s are going to be AP -4. And then we've got an additional 2 that are AP -1. Rerolling 1s to wound because of him being the target for the Primus into another wound there. So that's pretty good. So we've got 3 that are AP -4, 3 that are AP -1. So which one do you want to do?
All 4-ups. So
oh, that's right. All ends up being 4-ups because of their because of his invul save. So all right. So failing 2 of them, 6-up, feel no pains. Nope, so he's going to take 2 damage from that, and then the Cultist Knives from those 3 guys are all going to hit. 2 of them are going to wound, and he's going to fail 1 of them, 6-up, feel no pain. No, so he takes another wound. And now my Acolytes over here into his regular Contemptor over there. Going to have 5, these are going to be hitting +1 attacks, so there's going to be 15 attacks from those 5 guys. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. All right, that's going to be all hits. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. Reroll. No, not rerolling anything for that one. So we've got. There we go. So we've got 3 6s, and then we've got 3 regular ones. So these are going to be 3. Does he have the same thing? 4+ invul save?
He has a 5-up invul, but 2-up armor.
Oh, he's got a 2-up armor. So we got. These will become 5-up invul saves because they're AP -4, but these will be 3-up armor saves. So we'll do 3 3-up armor saves. Failing 2 of those. And then we've got 6-up feel no pain on those. 5-up feel no pain.
Character with the Warlord.
Oh, character with the Warlord trait. So he's got a 5-up feel no pain. Nope, so that's going to take 2 wounds there. And then we've got 3 5-up invul saves because of the AP -4 ones. Making 1 of those, 2 more 5-ups. No, so he takes another 2 wounds from that. And then we've got 5 hits from the Cultist Knives, rerolling 1s. So that's going to be all hits. Again, 5s to wound. Okay, nothing there. All right, so now my Aberrants over here are going to attack into his Contemptor over here. They've got 2 attacks each, so we're going to have 14 attacks coming in. He's going to be hitting on 4s because they've got the hammers. So that is, oh boy, definitely not half, but we got 3 that went through, that got hit. These are going to be strength 5, 6 times 2, so strength 12, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound at AP -3, so 5-up invul save. No, that's going to go through for 3 damage, so you got 3 6-ups, 6-ups because he's not a character. No, so he's going to take 3 damage. All right, so now he gets to attack back over here. So we're going to go with the Contemptor over here. He gets +1 to attack because of Shock Assault. So these are going to be 5 attacks here, hitting on 3s.
2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s, okay.
Yes.
So that's going to be 3 hits. These are now going to be wounding on strength, what is it?
Strength 14.
Oh yeah, so that's 2s for sure. All right, so that's going to be 1 wound over there. AP is...
-3.
AP -3, so it's going to go through their armor. What's the damage?
3 damage apiece.
3 damage apiece, which becomes 2 damage because of the aberrance rule there. 5 up, ignoring wounds. Ignoring both of them! Woo!
Attack with a servo arm.
And now his tech marine that I dragged in did not charge, so he doesn't get the shock assault here. But he's now going to attack into my guys over here. So he's going to have he has 3 base attacks, one of which he's going to use on the servo arm, but he also gets +1 because of the chainsword that he has here. So we'll do the servo arm first. This is going to be hitting on 4, not a 1, and then we've got 3 attacks with the chainswords. That's going to be 2 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Strength 4, toughness 4. So that's going to be 1 wound. 5 up armor save. Makes it with a fill face. All right, so now this guy's going to attack in. He got dragged in when I consolidated, but he doesn't get shot, so he doesn't get shock assault. So he's only going to have 4 attacks in here. But he does get to attack. So it's going to be 4 attacks hitting on 2s.
Yep.
That's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on... Toughness 3.
So 2s because they're
Strength 6. Strength 7. Okay. So it's going to be wounded on 2s. So that's going to be 3 wounds over there. AP nothing because he's a mortis, so he doesn't have any AP on those weapons there. So it's going to be 3 5 up armor saves. And I make 1 of them.
It's +1.
And now his relic contemptor is going to attack in here. He's going to have 6 attacks because of being a character and because of shock assault, hitting on 2s. That is going to be 2 misses there, so it's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 2s.
3 wounds at -2, and they're 2 damage.
That is going to be 4 wounds, and those are AP enough to go straight through the armor. And now the other Dorado over here is going to attack, so he's going to be hitting on 2s as well. 5 attacks. Oh, hitting on 4s. Oh, that's right. Dorados are not as great. So he's going to be hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits, though. That's not bad. And then he's going to be wounding on strength 6, so 2s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP nothing, though. 5 up armor save. Whoa, where'd that go? Nope. And then his tech marine here is going to attack in. So we're going to have the servo arm, which is going to be hitting on a 4 because it's unwieldy. That's cocked.
Give me that. Bad kill.
Get back here. Give him back his die. Nope, that's not going to be a hit. But then we've got all of the attacks here with his chainsword as well. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. So that's going to be another wound there. Regular armor save. And he's good with a fill face. And then his Dorado over here who had the mass hypnosis is going to be the last one to attack back. He's going to be hitting on 5s because of mass hypnosis now. 1 hit still, not bad. And then this is going to be wounding on 2s. That's a wound. AP, nothing. 5 up save. No, dead. All right, now I'm going to spend 3 CP for monstrous biohorrors to have my aberrants attack back into these guys for a second time here. So again, that's going to be 14 attacks hitting on 4s. All right, much better this time. There you go. That's what you guys were supposed to do in the first round. And then again, wounding on 3s. All right, so that's not bad, but I'll take it. So that's going to be 5 wounds over there. AP -3, so he's got his 5 up invul save on these ones.
Come on, boys.
Making 3 of them, so he's going to take 6 damage. And then you got 6 feel no pains on these guys, on this guy. Makes 1 of them, so he will take 5 damage. All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn here. We do have a morale test to take. I'm going to spend 2 CP to auto pass these guys here, keeping them around. And then we've got a morale test to take over here. So these guys have, they lost 3. So 3 plus 1 is good to go. They are good to go. So at the end of the turn, I didn't kill anything. So I do not get kill 1. I do hold an objective. So I do have hold 1. I do have recon because I've got units around, and I've also got behind enemy lines. So that will be it for the Genestealer Cult turn here on turn 2. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Iron Hands on turn 2. All right, movement phase. Actually, I should point out, not get behind enemy lines. That's the beginning of my turn, but I did get the bonus because I have a troop choice within 3 inches of the objective over here, scoring me, holding both of mine that I placed on the table there, so that gives me the bonus there. So the points stay the same, but I just didn't get the secondary for behind enemy lines yet. So movement phase for the Iron Hands. His tactical squad stayed still over here. This Contemptor moved up over here towards my Patriarch. These guys over here stood still. These 4 dreads all stayed in combat along with the what is his face? Tech Marine over here, because they got plans. They got ideas, they got plans. That's where they're going to stay over there. So they all stayed in combat, but the Librarian, the 2 other Contemptors over here moved up over this way. The Scouts stood still up here. Eliminator stayed still over here. The tactical squad stayed in the building over there, and then these guys stayed in combat over there with my aberrants. So that is going to be it for the movement phase for the Iron Hands here on turn 2. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so into the psychic phase now. He is going to cast Smite into my acolytes over here. So he is going to roll a 4, does not go off. And now he is going to cast Fury of Medusa onto my squad over here. He knows that the line, it doesn't matter which model he chooses because they're all, not going to go through any other unit. So it's just, but he wants to get some mortal wounds onto these guys here. So he's looking for a 6 for this to go off. Does not go off on a 5. All right, so now we're going to go over here to the shooting phase. His Contemptor is going to fire into my Brood Brothers. So we're going to go with the Carries Assault Cannon first. He is still in Devastator Doctrine, obviously, because he's Iron Hands. They don't want to leave there. So this is going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So that's going to be all hits there. Strength 7, so looking for 2s to wound. And that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead guys. And then he's got his Combi Bolter firing in there as well. These are going to be hitting on 2s. No rerolls of the 1, though, because it's not a heavy weapon. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds there, but they do get an armor save on these ones. So these are going to be looking for 5-up saves, because AP nothing. And I make none of them, okay. Now his his tactical squad here is going to fire into my Brood Brother squad. So we're going to go with the Grav Cannon first. He's going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. No 1s there to re-roll. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound, but AP minus 3, so it's just going to kill a guy. And the 2 bolter shots. That's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be 1 wound. That's going to be 1 dead. In a world of overachieving over here, his las cannons are going to obliterate a couple of guys over here. So he's got 4 shots with the las cannons, hitting on 2s. Reroll those 1s. Okay, not meant to be. That's going to be 3 hits here, killing on 2s. That's going to be 2 dead guys. One guy got hit in the... Oh, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Oh, no. He thought he lived when he got hit, but turns out, no, he did. And now his lieutenant is going to fire into my Brood Brother squad over here. That is going to be 1 hit, because he's only hits on 3s, but he has a weapon skill of 2s. And that's going to be a wound, though. AP... What's the AP on that? Nothing on those. So he's going to have 5-up save. No, 1 dead guy. All right, so now his tactical squad over here is going to fire. They're going to fire the Grav Cannon and the bolters are going to fire into my Dude Bro over here. And then the pistol from the sergeant is going to fire into my Acolyte squad there. So let's do the Grav Cannon first. That's going to be 3 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. Yeah, he did. And then the pistol into my Acolyte squad. That is a hit. That is a wound. But that's a save with a fill phase. Woo! And now his Mortis Dread over here is going to fire into my Acolytes with his 12 shots from the Carries Assault Cannon. He's going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling those 1s. Pretty good. 11 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be all wounds. Oh, except for 1. So that's going to be 10 wounds. I got 6 dice in my hands. AP minus 2 plus 1 because they are in cover. So looking for 6-up saves. I got 6 dice here. Make all but 1. So that's, or fail all but 1, I should say. So that's going to be 5 dead so far. And then we need an additional 4 saves. Making another 1. So that's going to be 7 total dead. 8 total dead, my bad. Math, whatever. Tech Marine's going to fire his pistol over there. That is a hit. That is a wound. That's a save, though. And then this Tech Marine's going to fire his pistol into the Aberrants. That is a hit. That is not a wound, though. And now his Contemptor here is going to fire everything into my Primus because the way he maneuvered himself, he was the closest. I think it's actually mostly the way I positioned him being crappy. But so we're going to go with the Multi-Melter first. That is going to be a hit. Wounding on a 2. That is going to be a wound. So that would go straight through. So I failed the save on him there. But I'm going to try to pass it off onto the Brood Brothers back there. So here we go. On a 4+, it goes onto the Brood Brother. Yeah, on that 4+, so it kills this guy. 2. And then 4 combi shots. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 that go through. And then that's going to be one armor save there. 5 up. He's good with a 5. Now his Scout Squad's going to fire. The 2 Bolters are going to fire into the Brood Brothers down here. And the Sniper is going to fire into the Sanctus. So let's do this Brood Brothers shots. The shots into the Brood Brothers first. So that's going to be 2 hits. Wounded on 3s. That is going to be 1 wound there. We've got 1 5 up save. He's good. And here comes the Sniper Rifle. That's a hit. That is not a wound. And the Eliminators are going to fire into my Sanctus over here. So we've got 3 Mortis shots. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits there. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds there. These are going to be AP -2 because of Devastator Doctrine. +2 because of the Cloak 5 up saves. Making 1, failing 1. Oh boy, what am I going to do? I am going to think about this a second. I'm going to spend my last CP to re-roll that. No, it does go through. So D3 damage. 2 damage is enough. He did. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. So into the assault phase, this Contemptor Dread's going to charge into my Patriarch. 3 inches is enough since he's like 1 inch away. And then he is going to charge into my Primus and my Clamavis over here. So his charge distance of 6 inches should be in. We forgot about the Overwatch over there, so we're gonna go with the Primus's pistol. Nope, and then the Clamavis, yeah, we get over there. And then my Acolyte Icon Ward heroically intervened into him over here. But the Patriarch cannot get in because of the Brood Brothers boxing him out. And now the Lieutenant is going to charge into my Acolytes that are engaged in combat over there. 6 inches should get him in. And the Librarian's going to charge in over here. He's in. All right, so we're going to start over here in the fight phase. He's going to have 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits there. He's going to be strength, what is it? Strength 14, so 2s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds there. AP -3, right? So he's going to have 5 wounds. He's going to have 5 up invul save because he only gets the +1 against shooting for his invul because of the Amulet of the Void Worm. So you have 5 up invul saves. Making, this one's cocked. Making 3 of them. So what is that? 3 damage? Each. So that's going to be 6 damage. Yeah, he would be dead. Dang it, he did. And now he's going to attack. He's going to put 3 attacks into the Primus and 2 attacks into the Clamavis. So we'll do the Primus first. That is going to be 2 hits, 2s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound, 3 damage because it goes straight through. I'm fail that save. I'm going to try to pass it off onto a Brood Brother on a 4+. I do. And then 2 attacks into the Clamavis over here. That is going to be 2 hits, wound on 2s. That is going to be no wounds into him. So now the Librarian is going to attack into my Acolyte squad over here. So he's going to have, I think he's going to have 4 attacks because he's Primaris. So he's going to have 4 attacks base +1 because of Shock Assault. So he should have 5 attacks over here.
Attacks hitting on
3s. Yeah. They're bigger, but they're still Marines. So there's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be strength 4, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound, AP -1 though, so AP -3, that's right, AP -3, so that's enough to go through and kill one of the guys. And then his Lieutenant here is going to attack into my guys. He's going to have 5 attacks hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits, wounding on 3s, strength 4, toughness 3. That is going to be 2 wounds there. 2 5 up armor saves. Failing on both. All right, so then he's going to start in the regular fight phase with his regular guy over here, attacking into my aberrants. So these are going to be hitting on 3s now because he's in a lower bracket. Ooh, getting the 1 hit there. Oh, baby. Because he's, they do double their wounds on the brackets, but he's down to 2 now, so he's in his second bracket. And that is going to be a wound, though. That's going to go straight through their armor, and it does 3 damage, right? Which becomes 2 damage. So 5 up, ignoring wounds. No, so that guy will be dead. All right, so now my guys over here are going to activate. We're going to go with my acolyte here with the rock saws into his Dorado. These are going to be 6 attacks total between them because strength from beyond is still on. These are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the whatchamacallit there, the icon. He's still there. And these are going to be wounding on 3s. Not re-rolling anything on these ones. So that is going to be 2 that go through. AP -4, so he's got his 4-up invul save.
And then we'd have the LT with his 7.
Makes one of them, fails one of them. Takes 1 damage because he's still got the Ironstone. 6 up. Now he takes it. And then the icon there is going to attack into him. 3 attacks because of Might from Beyond. That is going to be all hits. Looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. So it's going to be 2, 4-up saves. Failing both of them, 6 up, ignoring wounds. No, so he's going to take 2 more, and then we've got the rerolling 1s because of himself. That's a hit. And not a wound, though, with the cultist knife. And now his tech marine's going to attack into my aberrants over here. So we're going to go with the servo arm first. That is a hit. This is wounding on a strength 8, right?
Strength 8.
Yeah, so wound on a 2. That is a wound.
AP -2.
AP -2, so that's going to go straight through my armor. 3 damage, so that becomes 2 damage onto my aberrants. 5 up, ignoring wounds. I ignore one of them. 1 takes a wound. And then here comes his attacks with the chainsaw. Chainsaw. No hits there. So now my aberrants are going to put 2 guys are going to attack into his tech marine here. The others are going to go into his contemptor here. So we're going to go with there's 6 guys left, so we're going to go with 8 attacks into the contemptor, hitting on 4s because of the hammers. That is going to be only 2 hits, of course. Wounding on 3s. Oh, boy. And then the 2 into the tech marine, hitting on 4s. Only 1 goes through. But that is going to be a wound. AP -3, so he's going to have a 5-up armor save. That's going to be good. And then last but not least, the Dorado is going to attack over here. So he's at 9 wounds, but I mean, that's plenty fine here. So he's going to have, or 6 wounds, sorry, he's at 6 wounds. But still double it because of being Iron Hand. So these are going to be 3 attacks, hitting on 5s because he's -1 to hit because of Might from Beyond. No, or massive gnosis, so no hits there. All right, so that's going to be it for the Iron Hand's turn here. I do have to roll morale tests. So over here, these guys lost 6, so 6 plus 4 is 10. Their leader has 2, so that's going to be 2 more guys that are going to run over here. These guys lost 3 plus 1 is good to go, so they're going to still be there. And then over here, he lost 8, so he cannot pass at all. So he is just going to run away. So that is going to be it for the Iron Hand's turn there. He did kill something. He does hold something in the middle over here, and actually over there too, so you do hold 2. And he did kill more, and he does hold more. So pretty good there.
Hold more. We hold the same number.
You, oh no, I hold more than you, because I hold more. Because I hold this one, I hold that one back there. Oh no, we're tied. We're tied, because he holds 2 and I hold 2. So we're tied at 2 apiece there. So no one holds more, but I do, but he did kill more. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 3, which I do have behind enemy lines, so I do get 1 point for that. My bad, these guys are going to attack into him. Let's just do it now, may as well. 4 attacks with the Primus. That is going to be 2 hits, 3 hits, because he hits on 2s. Wounding on 6s. Tough 7, right? Not tough 8, tough 7, so 5s. Nope, no wounds from him. The Clamavis is going to have 2 hits. Getting 2 wounds, but he's got his regular saves on these ones. 3-up armor saves. Makes them both. And the Acolyte Icon Ward. He's going to have all hits. He's going to have no wounds. And then his cultist knife is going to be hit because of the Primus there. No wound. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 3. These guys moved up over here. My warlord's moving up over this way. These guys followed up behind him, or I should say they moved in front and then he ran in front of them. They're going to stay in combat with him because why not? Over there, what happened? Everyone back over here stood still where they were. Oh, except for the Sanctus. He's moving down from over there to try to get more range on some other fancy peeps over here. They stayed in combat with him, and out of and my Kellermorph moved up over here. My Brood Brothers dropped in back over here. These Brood Brothers dropped over here with my other Kellermorph, and that is going to be it for the movement. So we'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, into the Psychic phase, he is going to cast Mind Control onto his Mortis Dreadnought over here with the las cannons. That will go off on a 9. You are within 24. You want to try to deny this one here?
Yes, I want to try and deny that one.
That's a pretty good one to deny here. So looking for a 10. No, will not. So then I have to roll 3d6 and get higher than your leadership. So you've got an 8 leadership on that guy, right? And he does. So now he's going to fire all 4 las cannons into his Dorado over here. So it's going to be 4 shots hitting on 2s. That is going to be 3 hits. So it's mine. I don't get the benefit of being an Iron Hand. Unfortunately, rerolling that 1, it would have been nice, but I don't. So it's going to be Strength 9, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 3, not 4, because it's, again, not Iron Hands.
5 up invul.
5 up invul save. Makes 1, fails 1, so D6 damage. 2 damage, of course. 6 up, ignoring wounds. Makes neither of them, so he does take 2 damage. And now my Patriarch's going to cast Matt's Hypnosis onto his Contemptor over there. Not going to get it with a 4. And then my Kellermorph's going to start us off the shooting phase into his Tactical Marines here. That is going to be all but 1 hit, so we've got 5 more shots coming in. All but 1 on that one, too. These are now going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4, 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP minus 1. Plus, because they're in cover, so we got 4 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them. They're 2 damage apiece. So the first one is going to be a dead guy, and the second one is also going to be a dead guy. Almost close on both of them, but they are dead. Mortars away! Into the Scout Squad, obviously. They're going to kill him. They really want to. Ooh, that's a good one. 14 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Okie dokie. Ooh, those mortars were not ready to shoot. 4 hits, 4s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds onto them over there. 2 3-up armor saves because of them being in cover. Ooh, 1 finally fails. Feels 6 up, feel no pain? No, he felt it. Second mortar squad firing into them again. That is going to be 5 9 shots. Hitting on 4s. Alrighty then. Wounding on 4s. Getting 3 wounds this time. 3 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them. 6 up, feel no pain. Now he felt it. And the last squad into them as well. That is going to be 10 shots. Hitting on 4s. Okie dokie. There we go. That's much better. Wounding on 4s. That is much better again. So we got 5 wounds onto him here. So there's going to be 5 3-up saves. Failing 3 of them. He's got to make all 6, otherwise the squad is wiped. Oh, the squad is finally wiped. And now my Kellermorph over here is going to fire into his tactical squad up there. 6 shots on 2s. So that's going to be all hits. Another 6 shots. Ooh, that's all hits. So 12 hits. Pretty good. These are going to be wounded on 4s. Oh, that is real good. That's what I like to see. All right, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds at AP minus 1, plus 1 because they are in cover. So we're going to have 7 3-up saves. Well, let's do it over here. Failing 2 of them. These are going to be 2 damage apiece. So the first one is going to be a dead guy. And another dead guy, because regardless of how that one went. Yeah, totally dead. All right, 2 dead. And then the Brood Brother squad here is going to fire into the tactical squad. We'll do the grenade launcher first. That's going to be a hit. That is a wound. AP minus 1, plus 1, 3-up save. No, that's going to go through. D3 damage. doing 1 damage. No, he felt it. He's dead. And then the Clamavis has his 6-up mortal wound onto him over there. Nope, no mortal wound. And then they're going to fire their auto pistols. Oh, getting 2 hits, but I needed those to wounds. Nothing there. And then the pistol from the Primus is going to wound over there. AP nothing though, so he's got his full armor save of 3 up on him there. Oh, he's good. And these guys are going to fire into his Contemptor over here. So we're going to go with the grenade launcher first. That is a hit. That is not a wound though. And then 16 lasgun shots. Hitting on 3s because it's +1 because of the Kellermorph having killed something there. Not that I think it's going to make a big difference. Yeah, because he killed a model, so they were within range of him to be inspired. And then 6s. Getting 1. So 1 save. Nope, you good. And the Sanctus over here is going to fire into these guys up there. 3s to hit because he moved. Nope, no hit. We're going to start off the charge phase now with my Brood Brothers charging into his Dorado over here. Did not get off my mass hypnosis, so he's going to overwatch here. So we got his regular shots here, hitting on 5s and 6s, re-rolling 1s. That's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP enough to re-roll 1 because of the Lieutenant. That's going to be 3, so that's going to be 3 dead Brood Brothers. And the Heavy Bolters. Re-roll that 1. No hits. They need a 6-inch charge to get in over here. And they're way in. And then my Patriarch's going to charge into his Relic and the Dorado over here. So Relic gets to shoot Overwatch. 5s and 6s. No 1s to reroll, but still gets 2 hits. And then 6 is looking for 5 to wound because he's actually toughness 7 with, he's got the Twisted Helix, strength 7, toughness 7, so it would have been actually 4s to wound here. But that's 2 wounds there, AP -2, right? So that's going to be a 5-up invul save. Failing both of them, I'm going to try to pass those off onto my Neophytes over there, or the Brood Brothers over there. And passing both of them off successfully. And his Combi Bolter. That's going to be 2 hits there. Cool. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. No wounds there. So his charge distance is in. All right, so into the fight phase. My Patriarch here is going to attack into his Relic Contemptor. He has both Biomorph Adaptation, which is his Warlord trait, and he also has the Elixir of something, I can't remember. The Twisted Helix Relic that he has on him there. So he's going to have +2 attacks, +1 strength, +1 toughness, and +1 wound. So it's pretty cool. He's pretty beefy right now. So he's going to have 8 attacks that are going to be coming in here, hitting on 2s. All right, that's all but 1. He's going to be strength 7 now. These are going to be wounding on 4s onto his Relic Contemptor there. Rerolling because of Monstrous Rending Claws. Oh, good thing I can reroll because that got 1. All right, getting a couple others there. So that's going to be 3 total, one of which is going to be AP -6 and does a flat 3 damage. The other 2 are AP -3 doing D3 damage.
5 up
so
invul.
yeah, but they're different damages. So we got to do the 1. Let's do the 6 first. 5 up invul. Nope, that's going to go through. And then we've got 2 at AP -3. Those both go through for D3 damage. Let's figure this one out. For 4 damage total. So a total of 3, 6, 7 damage. So you have 7, feel no pain.
5 up, feel no pain.
5 up, feel no pain on him. Oh, wow, that's how you do that. He takes 2. Cool. And then my Brood Brothers get to attack into his Dorado over there. They're going to have 2 hits. Not 2 wounds, though, so they needed 6s. All right, so now we're going to attack again with these guys. Hopefully they'll do it. 2 guys are going into the Tech Marine. Everyone else into the regular guy. So 4s into his Contemptor. All right. Already doing better than we did before. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound. It's still technically enough to go through there. He's got his 1 invul save.
5 up.
5 up. Of course he makes it. And then the 2 guys into his Tech Marine. That is going to be 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. AP -3, so 5 up armor saves. Makes 1, fails 1, so that's going to be 3 damage. Feel no pains. No, he feels all them. All right, so now his Dorado over here is going to attack into my Acolytes.
He's hitting on 4s now.
He's hitting on 4s because the thing's off of him. So here we go. That's all hits. There you go. 2s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. Oh boy. I need to make something here. 5 ups. Make 1. And now he's going to attack into him with his 2 attacks. That's 2 hits. That is 1 wound. Regular invul save. No, that's going to go through, but he's got the Iron Stone, so it's only be 1 damage. But he doesn't ignore it, so he takes it. And now his Relic Contemptor is going to attack into my Patriarch over here.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. That is going to be all but 1 hit. Strength 14 or something like that. So he's going to be wounded on 2s. So he's only tough 6, it turns out. So that's going to be 4 wounds over there. 4 AP minus 3, so 5 up invul save. 4, yeah, 4 AP minus 4 invul saves. So I make 2 of them. 2 go through.
8 damage.
8 damage. He did.
4 attacks.
And now the Dorado is going to attack into my dude bros here. 4 attacks on the charge. That's going to be 2 hits. Oh, 1 hit, that's right. Hitting on 4s, forgot about that. But that is a wound. And that is a save, though.
Hitting on 3s.
And now his Contemptor over here is going to attack 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is going to be all hits. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP is going to go straight through, and that's a total of, what is it? 3 damage apiece. So it becomes 2 damage. The first one, I'm going to take a wound, so that's actually going to kill this guy. The next one is going to kill another guy. And the third one is going to make both of them, so he's good. And now his what's he called? The Tech Marine is going to attack into them over here. So we're going to do the servo arm first. That is not a hit. And then we've got his chain sword attacks. That is going to be 2 hits, looking for force to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 5-up armor saves. Failed both. 5-up ignoring wounds. Make 1. All right, so that's going to be it for the... Oh, yes, right. We got the attacks over here. I keep forgetting about this. I keep forgetting about my guys. So you did a bunch. Let's go back. Yeah, we're just going to go over here. We do these guys. Forgot about them. So we'll do with the Acolyte Icon Ward first. That is going to be hits. That is going to be, 3 wounds at AP minus 4. So he's got his invul save. Because of the Rending Claws. So the 6s, yeah, those 3 6s.
5-up invul.
5-up invul saves. Fails all of them. So then he's got his ignoring wounds. Ignores 1 of them, so he takes 2 damage from that guy. And then he's got his Cultist Knife, is a hit. Is not a wound. And then the Clamavis is going to hit everything. He's going to ruin 1 of them, but he's got his regular armor save on that one. That is not going to go. That's going to go through. And he feels it. And then the Primus is going to have 1 hit. That is going to be a wound. No, it's not going to be a wound. Wait, 1 second. AP minus 2 with the Bone Sword. That's going to be not. It's going to go through. And he takes a wound. Wow, that's not bad. He did pretty good. And now he's going to attack back 2 in the Icon Ward, 2 into the Primus. So Icon Ward first. 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP is enough to go right through his armor there. So it's going to be 6 damage. 6 damage. 6 up. Ignoring wounds. I only ignored 2, which is not enough to save him. He did. And then 2 into the Primus. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds, and he is dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angels. The Genestealer Cult turn here. I do have to take some morale tests. I lost 2 guys on those guys back over there. They're going to be good. I lost a bunch of guys on the Neophytes over here, +6. I think that's the rest of the squad, unfortunately. Because they lost, what is it? 1 second. Yeah, I lost 5 guys, so +3 is 6 + 5 is 11, which is exactly 3 more than their leadership there. So they had that. These guys over here lost 8. They're good to go. Oh no, they lost 1 guy. They lose 1 guy because of that. And I think that is it. So, oh no, I didn't lose anybody over here. I'm sorry, not my turn. Not on my turn. They didn't lose anybody
lost
there.
one, but he can't
Yeah, he's good to go. So that is going to be it. Oh, they lost 2. He lost 2, so 2 plus 5, 5, 6, 7. He's good. So he is still good there. So that is going to be it for the Genestealer Cult turn here. I don't think... Did I kill anything? I did kill things. I killed the 3 squads. All right, so cool. So I did get kill something. I do have hold something, and that is about all I got. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Iron Hands here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Iron Hands here on turn 3. This guy moved over this way looking to kill my Kellermorph, and these guys, he came up over this way looking to kill these guys as well. Last Cannon Bros coming over this way, hoping that maybe the Lieutenant can clear off the Brew Brother chaff, and then he could shoot into my Magus. He stayed in combat with my Heavy Rock Saw there. Librarian stayed on the point there. This guy came up, the Relic Contemptor moved up over here looking on my Clamavus, and his other Relic fell out of combat over here onto the other point here. Then this guy, the Mortis, moved up over this way, getting some line of sight onto my Brood Brothers back over here, and they both stayed in combat over there. He did get healed up by 2, or 2, by 2, and he also got healed up by 2 by the Tech Marine there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. For the Iron Hands, we'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. So he's going to cast Reforged onto his Relic Contemptor over here, looking for a 5. Does not go off on a 4. And then he's going to cast Fury of Medusa onto my Rock Saw Bro over here. That does go off on a 6. 1 second. Does go off at a 6. I'm going to try to deny it. And I do with an 8. Shooting phase. Lieutenant's going to start us off by shooting into my Dude Bros over here. So he's going to have a hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. And that is 1 save. Tech Marine's going to fire his pistol into my Brood Brother over here. That is not going to be a hit. JK, that is a hit with a 2+ ballistic skill. So this is going to be looking for a 3 to wound. No wound. Lieutenant reroll. That is a wound over there. And that's not a save. He did.
Magus.
And then last cannon into my Magus because everyone saw that coming. That is going to be 3 hits. Rerolling 1s because of Iron Hands. That's all hits. Wounded on 2s. Actually, just straight up destroyed on 2s. Yeah, 3 wounds. Oh, I guess technically you could roll 1s for all of these. D6 damage. But you didn't, so he's dead.
Have enough shot.
All right, so his Dorado over here is going to fire into my Brood Brothers over here. So we're going to go with the main guns first. That's going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because it's a heavy weapon. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 2s. Actually, straight up killing on 2s because it's AP -2. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead. And then the Heavy Bolter is going to fire. That's going to be all hits. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds, AP -2. So that's going to be killing enough for the kick off the squad.
He hasn't done anything.
And now this guy here is going to fire into the Kellermorph. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because it's a heavy weapon. That's going to be all but 1 hit. He's going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be all but 2 wounds there. We'll come back to you with the saves. He's got a 5-up invul save, so I've got 9 5-up saves. I made 2 of them. He is way dead. And then this Mortis is going to shoot into the Brood Brothers over here. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. Ooh, 1 second. Just want to double check range. He's definitely in over there. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of Iron Hands. All right, not meant to be on that one. So 11 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be all but 1, but that's 10 wounds, which is AP -2. That's enough to kill that squad. And now the Relic Contemptor is going to fire into my Kellermorph, not my Kellermorph, my Clamavus over here. That is going to be all hits. Looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be all wounds, AP -2, so he is dead. And now his whatchamacallit, Tech Priest is going to fire his pistol into these guys. That's going to be a hit. Aberrance is the word I was looking for. That is not going to be a wound. And now the Lieutenant's going to charge into my one guy over here. He is going to make it. All right, so now the Primaris Lieutenant over here is going to attack into my Acolyte. So he's going to have 5 attacks on the charge. That's going to be hitting on 2s because he's a Primaris Lieutenant. Sounds good. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be reroll that 1 because of himself.
Yep. That's right.
Into a wound. So that's going to be 4 wounds here. We got 4. 5 out saves. No, he did. And now his Contemptor Dreadnought over here is going to attack in the regular fight phase here. He's going to have 4 attacks hitting on 2s now because he's healed back up. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be all but 1 wound, so that's going to be 3 wounds there. 2 damage in the end after the reduction from the Aberrants. That's going to be a dead guy. Next one. Because I had 1 wounded. He's going to take a wound and then die. So that's 2 dead guys. And then my 2 guys here are going to attack back into his Contemptor Dread, attacking with their 2 attacks each. 4 attacks on 4s, getting 2 hits. That is 1 wound. 5, what is it? 5 up? No, it goes through for 3 damage. Ignoring wounds. No, doesn't ignore any, but he's still alive with 1 wound left. And now the Tech Marine gets to attack back into my dude bros. This is going to be his servo arm. That's going to be a hit. That is going to be a wound. AP goes right, damage goes right through.
2, AP 2.
AP minus 2, so that's going to go through.
Damage.
3 damage, so it becomes 2 damage. And that's going to be, put 1 wound on a guy. And then here comes his Chainsword attacks. That is going to be all hits. There's going to be no wounds. All right, and that is going to be it for the Iron Hand's turn here on turn 3. And with that, we are going to call it because there's nothing I can do. I've got 2 Aberrants left over there and everyone else, and I've got mortars. So I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me just heave mortars at tough 7 dreads as he just moves up the table and then kills me pretty hard. So brutal game, but a ton of fun. It's really interesting to see how it goes. Things could have gone differently if if my Aberrants just did what they were supposed to do, but that's just the way it goes, I guess. So brutal time, but a ton of fun. It's fun to see what the Iron Hands can do when you really work them like this. I think I did what I was trying to do, like locking his guys into combat and getting in there, but at the same time, it's just, just the way it goes sometimes. So, a brutal game, but a ton of fun. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Max, and until next time, have fun.